jam, and you slap, and you thrust. By doing this, he'll come in 1, 2. I'll jam. I'm going to slap the knife hand because it's going to knock out his empty hand totally out the way. Now he's cross-body, and you've got your window of opportunity opened up really fast for you to get a high cut. From here, let me give you another angle. I'll have Alan come around. Alan will come 1, 2. So I jam, slap, and I thrust. Now in this technique, we actually call this technique energy. The reason why is because when he comes in with a thrust, 1, 2, I can feel his energy just trying to stab me, trying to get the knife into me. So I'm going to go with his energy. So if Alan's actually trying to stab me as hard as he can, I tuck it under my arm. Now from here, people will say, well, why tuck it under your arm? Is it safe? I'm going to have Alan pull, and it's clamped on. With this hand, I'm actually going to hug under his elbow, and I'm going to collect both arms and do a stab from there. Now, you know, Alan's on his tippy toes because of what I'm doing is actually hyperextending his arms by pushing up. So what's so great about these stalemate drills is that I feel his energy just wherever he's going, what he's about to do, and I go for it from there. Let me go ahead and give you from another side. Alan will thrust to me. 1, thrust to him. Now he's going. Hug and stab. Let's do a reverse. Now, there is a reverse to this technique that when he comes in, 1, 2, is coming forward at me, I'm going to clamp it, I'm going to hug, bear hug, and if he's holding tight, once I hug, I'm going to pull my hand this way away from him. Because if I try to fight anywhere around here, he still has a good grip on me. I can't do it. So if I push down, now I'm going to reverse it. I'm going to have the knife hand go under both arms, and I'm just going to reverse it. He can't really do anything from there, and I hurry up and dominate the cuts. If I want to give him a hard time, I lift up. Even if he tries to knee me, I push. I could check right here, and I could push him off balance, and still at the same time stab. Now, with this technique, I'm going to go reverse it. He's going to stab, I'm going to stab. His energy is going to come in, and I'm going to do the same technique, and I'm going to bear hug, and this time I'm going to pull my hand this way. Always pull it back instead of fighting him at his grip level. You want to pull it back, and it's away. Now this knife hand is going to snake under both arms, and you've got the grip. You could actually hold it with your wrist to do a wrist lock, and you could actually stab him back and forth just like this. If he throws his knees out or anything else, you could stop it and push once his knee comes up for anything off balance. Just remember, the more you practice with this, the more you're going to know clearance. You got to be able to acknowledge where's his blade and he could get you. And you could also have to acknowledge once you start snaking under, your body and his body is in the way, so you have to be able to clear everything by acknowledging the blade, where it's at the moment, what's in the way at the time. As long as you keep that in mind, your techniques will be clean and not being cut also. This technique was developed in the old World War II eras in the Filipino guerrillas. I'm going to have Matthew attack me when we go into a stalemate. From here, going shot straight up. Matthew bends, I headlock. He's fighting me from keeping the stab, so he's really got the pressure on me. What I'm going to do is sit down, tuck and roll, and keep the blade on him. Now I'm going to go ahead and give you from another angle. I'm going to have Matthew come from this angle. When he attacks, 1, 2. Now if you notice, Matthew's a little bit, his head's forward, so it's an easy headbutt from right there. It's so close. So he's got to keep his head back, so he's cautious of that. Now I'm going to kick him in the groin, wrap my arm around him for a headlock. I'm going to sit back and roll. And I keep my knife on top of his chest. Some of the do's and don'ts is knowing which side you're going to go on. If you go here, you give a groin shot, boom. But if you give it here, guess what? You're the one that's being stabbed. Only because in the heat of battle, you panic or you rush it. So if you do it right, 1, 2. And from here, when you sit down, make sure you're bringing him out there when you tuck and roll. You go right here, so he doesn't land on top of you. Now, people constantly ask me, when do you use this technique? I'm going to do a little scrimmage with Matt, and I'll show you, I'll say to the cameraman to stop so we can see where his footwork is at. Now, when he goes in, 1, 2, we go for a little energy. See, his legs are apart right now. Boom, go. And if his legs are tight, we'll start from a tight leg, and from right here, there it is. So even if you use the opposite leg, 1, you can still wrap it here. And this time you could even go to the throat, tuck and roll. I like to go ice pick against saber and stalemate. I'm gonna have Alan attack. It's the same mentality. 1, 2. Okay, from here you could hook the knife over, ride, slash. So again, he's gonna thrust, I'm gonna stab. You could hook. Once this is loose, ride, hook, spin. One of the things to watch out for when you do this is when you do this, when he stabs, you got to watch out for his energy. Because even though you're riding here, he could also counter you by going palm up. And now you're in trouble. So watch his disarm. 1, palms up, now you're in trouble. Okay? So once you got this, 1, 2, hurry up and do it, hook him and go. Let me go ahead and give you from another angle. I'll have Alan come in. Alan again will thrust. 1, I'll stab. 2, hook, slash, spin. Yeah. 1, 2. Okay. Again, from a nice pick position, we're going to go into another technique. He's going to thrust. I'm going to come in. 1. Now from here, if you could cross your arms over like this, and this is what I want. 1, 2. I'm going to bend his arm. Use it as a tool. Okay. So he'll thrust.